it's really unfair at this point, frankly, to call Alex Jones a crazy or fringe figure. He's actually a great representative of the modern Republican Party. And the type of things he's thinking about, like kids becoming gay because of tofu, or how big people's penises are or not, and why you would even think of that to begin with if you're not a homo, are right in target with the pressing debates that one of America's two most important political parties are debating right now. One of the two most important political parties in the only remaining superpower in a globe that is quickly coming apart at the seams. So while we laugh at this, the world is burning. But that said, sorry to harsh everybody's enjoyment there for a minute, let's listen to Alex Jones talking with InfoWars correspondent Wade Matson, who probably makes more money than me, which really pisses me off.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, she says. And they have to have a very important conversation about the conflict between Marco Rubio and Donald Trump, which has obviously reached the heights. And they have a really interesting, they're going to call Marco out on this in a way that a few other mainstream media outlets have had the courage to get to. So let's listen to this sound.
I know in the past candidates would, throw some barbs, but I mean, when we had Marco Rubio in Virginia just the other day question Donald Trump's hand size, and he says, well, guys with small hands, you know what that means. No, Marco, why don't you let us know? I mean, Marco sounds like he's an expert.
Rubio's an expert on men's member. Yeah, he knows how to scope them out.
He said he was staring at Trump while in the green room before the Houston debate. Notice he says, well, I was wondering whether Donald thought he wet his pants. Well, why was Rubio staring, looking for...
Wow, that's an amazing thought, Wayne. Why is Rubio obsessed with Donald Trump's package, is the headline.
That's
the real headline, I think, here. He can't contain himself. I just, and since I reported Rubio and the foam bath, by the way, it's been confirmed that when he was going to those foam parties in South Beach in the 90s, in South Beach, they were exclusively gay events. These people are coming out and saying, oh, I went to a foam party and it wasn't. Well, if it's in Poughkeepsie, New York, maybe not. But if it was in South Beach, Miami-Dade County, Florida, it was. And, he's got all these people coming to his defense.
You've got photos on your site. You might direct folks where they go to see those that look like Rubio at these parties.
Well, that is Rubio. See, that's another thing. That was a thing they did for his high school, but it was so popular in South Beach, they took that on the road.
Sure, and that is Rubio. Look at his ears. But let's go back to him, admittedly, as a male cheerleader like Bush and Perry and everybody. I mean, it's so rare to be a male cheerleader. It's known about half of them are usually gay. He's a male cheerleader jumping around in Chippendale's outfit.
That's true. It's
Most of Chippendales, it's known are gay. And then, boom, he looks like he's at gay foam party.
Say, baby, put down that pipe and get my pipe up.
Okay, so I learned something in that clip. I didn't know about the burgeoning Poughkeepsie, New York foam party scene. So I do want to give credit where
those are straight. Those are strictly straight foam parties.
Yeah, Poughkeepsie doesn't mess around. You could see from the ears. I don't have anything to add to that.
I've been to a foam party. It was in D.C. There was no gay requirement that I knew of.
Was Marco there?
Yeah. No, he was at the gay one.
So. Oh, there was okay. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Well, but what's interesting about that clip is that that's the rumor, right? These stories about Rubio having some type of sexual thing and some type of financial thing, they are floating around every surface you can imagine. So this is actually how that media pipeline works. I mean, that's what Drudge used to be the go-to for. So you can see that Alex Jones, even in this world of demented insanity, he is firmly inside the sort of right-wing conspiracy matrix. And there's always, there's a purpose behind that. Because some people are going to look at that and laugh, and it's going to be funny. But they're also going to be like, why didn't Romney pick Rubio as his VP? Why didn't Romney endorse him? It feeds off of things that are out there, in addition to obviously getting to really important Republican debating points like the size of everybody's dick. It's also a great schoolyard point. I mean that's the great response, right?
I mean,
Why
Alex
you looking?
Jones is deeply in love with Donald Trump.
Deeply.
Yes,
I love him so much.
he really is. If you watch the interview video, it's
I would service Donald Trump as an act of patriotism.
heartwarming, is what it is.
It is hard.
Yes, true love.